Scott here from CiriousCigars.com. I'm with my good friend Robert Caldwell here in his factory in the Dominican Republic, Tabacalero William Ventura, and we are in his aging room about to pick a serious small batch. So why do you choose, or how do you choose specific private labels based upon the cigars that you have out
So
there?
private label is something actually that I very much enjoy because I think that there's multiple private labels. Some companies, largely large companies, will basically let a consumer, retailer, whatever, pick a cigar. Like, here's one of 10 cigars, pick one, here's a box, put a sticker on it. We as a smaller manufacturer and also loving to do little boutique intricate things, the program that we have, which isn't really a program, but when we make private labels, what we do is we just build something. So it's a lot of fun for us. Normally it's obviously price point. We want to know what the sweet spot is because every retailer is different, or every platform is different to sell, in addition to size. So some stores do very well with a bigger cigar versus a smaller cigar, and then lastly strength. So those are the three kind of questions that we ask, and then from there start to build something that would work with that retailer's needs, basically, to try to fit what they wanted. And for us, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I like the back and forth. I like the blending process very much. The creative side, I like to be involved with it when we can. But sometimes we just take the artwork of that customer and put it on the box. But I don't know, it's something that I very much enjoy doing. And I also like that we don't do it in a, kind of more easy, plug and play way. I don't know if the factory likes that, and I don't know if the other part of my company likes that, but for me in particular, I very much, I enjoy that process.
Yeah, you definitely do a great job marketing, 100%.
Thank you.
So with that being very boutique-y and that attention to detail, how long does it typically, take the process, I guess, from beginning to end of, smoking? Because I'm assuming you smoke all the cigars that you want to try, and then whoever wants to go out there.
That's a good question. It depends what the product is, and it depends it depends what the product is, and it depends what the product is. My palate in particular, I like kind of like this spectrum of flavor, and so if a cigar's over here, I don't trust my palate, because if it's over here, I might not generally enjoy it. So anything that's milder to medium plus, I kind of judge a lot of things myself, or I go with my instinct on the cigar, and then I consult with people to make sure it is what I think it is. And then if it's a fuller bodied spectrum or a larger ring gauge cigar, I usually kind of defer to other people. And uniquely enough, Henderson, who you met earlier, that runs the factory together with his father, where I end, he picks up. Okay. So a lot of the stuff that's heavier bodied or bolder, he'll start to work on, and then we'll work together to finish it. Or if it's a project for a client, he might work on it exclusively also.
So a true collaborative effort across the board. Now, as I mentioned, with the collaboration, I'm guessing not only on your side, but as a party such as CirioCigars.com, I'm assuming, there's a lot of conversations and communications that has to go into it from the beginning to the end process. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would obviously, from the date of, starting to pick, then the marketing, and then the story, and then, the actual delivery of the product, it's a lot of back and forth, and you want to make sure that the attention to detail's there, and I think you have it.
Thank you.
So do you have any private labels here you can show us? Yeah,
actually, we just shipped out last week to a customer of ours, and I got the last little bit right here, but this was an anniversary edition that we made for a retailer. This process was a little bit different, actually, because he was in love with the cigar that we made as a regular production product, but he wanted to make it a little bit bolder. So I started working on this a little bit with him, and then he actually put in his own input on what he wanted to see. The guy's a little bit tobacco savvy. Then he came down and worked with Henderson here at the factory and developed something that was really cool. So we made a small run of this 10-count box, Corona Gorda size, and then just sent that out to him last week.
Cool. And then when did that process start?
That process started just before the trade show, so that would have been June.
Okay, so we're in October, about 5 months or so, 6 months. So you're talking about half a year process, to get the product getting rolling, and then almost the end result here.
Yep.
So that's a lot of time and effort to go into it. So is there anything, without getting into too much detail, of any private labels that are coming out to build a little bit of excitement with?
No. Do you have something in mind?
I think we have something that we can show people down the road.
Perfect.
And thank you for having me here.
My pleasure.
Thanks for coming. Show everyone what we have in the future. And again, for any of your cigar needs, please visit CirioCigars.com.